My journey to Turkey was planned for 9 days. First stop was Paleros, where I enjoyed some yoga and good food in good company. I was sad to leave, but I had to head to Athens, and so I drove southwards along the Ionian coast, heading to Nafpaktos. Out of nowhere, boom! Saturday the 31st, about 7:30 in the morning. I slept there behind in the parking lot off Monastriraki beach. It's right after right after the next place here. It's a new day, it's a new life. Beautiful. No plans for the day. Drive to Athens, or halfway at least. On Stavros' recommendation, the small fisher village of Galaxidi. Just having lunch at some canteen. Meatballs was the only thing she had. And now I'm walking around in Itea, spending the afternoon here. Short hike, and that is the entire town of Delphi. Here we go, 12 euros to get in. Sunday, so most shops are closed. I'm just taking a walk through Livadia. Sat at a cafe, did some video editing. And heading to Athens, another 8 kilometers. Parked in front of some park. There you can see the distance, my car. I am finally in Athens. I spent the morning just relaxing in the car in the side alley and going to 2 cafes, uploading my last month's video and taking it easy in the city. And now I'm going for a walking tour, 2 hours walking tour, and then I will be around the Plaka neighborhood, and then I will go there for dinner somewhere. It was goodbye mainland Greece and on to the 8-hour ferry. It is 4:30 in the morning. Arrived in Chios. Chios. Walking around waiting for sunrise. Whole beach is taken over by sunbeds, but seems to be a nice sandy beach. After spending pretty much the whole day there, I drove across the island to the west side to a beach called Liti. That's the place for the night, where I spent the entire next day just chilling and taking a break from the constant moving. My last one in a while. From there, I moved on southwards to the Mastic Museum, where I learned all about the production, history, and the super old tradition of producing mastic gum. All in all, a very nice museum, definitely worth a visit. A quick lunch, and then I thought I would find a spot closer to Chios. But along the way, I found this beautiful beach where I would spend my last night in Greece, or so I thought. The 7th of September, I'm sitting in some park here in Chios town when I should have been in Turkey. So today early morning I went to the port. They refused to let me in on the ship because Mama owns the car and I didn't have a letter of authorization, an official one with a stamp. So yeah, they didn't allow me to leave the EU basically. It was quite an emotional morning, but I've given up my desire, my dream of going to Turkey, and now the plan is just changed. And yeah, no more Turkey. I felt really bad, and then I sat in a cafe. I just didn't know what to do. I was really lost. Well, I'm stuck on Chios Island. I still am lost because I don't have a plan at all. Yeah, and then I met a couple, and they were 24 years in Turkey, and they basically said I'm not missing anything, and they were venting out for a good over an hour of how it is in Turkey. And yes, let's just say there were not a lot of positive things. Yeah, now today maybe I get a ferry to Thessaloniki. I really hope I catch that one. And I did. Otherwise, tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock, I get a ferry back to Athens. We made it on the boat. Okay, so I drove to the boat, no ticket. I stopped, parked the car right outside the boat. Just told the captain, one captain, I said, look, I don't have a ticket. There's definitely a place on this big boat for a car. He takes my passport. He says it's a small boat. I will only realize this after I come on the boat. It's so fuck all. It's really it's the worst boat I've taken in Greece so far. It is small, it is busy. A lot of Eastern people, really messy, dirty, loud. Yeah, really fuck all. And there's only one layer down. They shoot me up because of the dog. So this is the area. These are the VIP. These are the air seats. They don't even move. Anyway, so he takes my passport and he tells me to come to the reception. So I am thinking, okay, let's see. And then I go to the reception and he issues me, well, another colleague of his issues me, and he's in the office there. He issues me a normal ticket. Well, I can pay by card. And I was like, okay, I'll pay by cash, make it less. And he's like, no, the ticket price is the same. So I paid by card, 147. And I'm getting to Thessaloniki. 10 minutes before midnight, when we reached Mytilene port, a guy comes, wakes me up, and he shoos us outside. So no dogs allowed inside apparently. So next 12 hours we had to stay outside on the top. Holy shit. The way they pack these garages, you can barely walk in between cars. We were happy to be out, and after a quick walkabout and lunch in Thessaloniki, we drove north to the Greek mountains to this beautiful lake, Kerkini Lake. The next morning, I woke up and crossed over into Bulgaria. Boy, it feels weird being in a country where you don't even know how to say good morning. I don't know one word in Bulgarian. And yeah, it was just so unplanned and so... Yes, I don't know anything about this country. And so, since I was passing through the capital, I said I'll make a quick stop for a couple of hours, see some sights and evaluate where I've gotten myself to. The most impressive and of course the most well known is the Cathedral of Alexander Nevsky. It is the largest Orthodox temple on the entire Balkan Peninsula. Just a time lapse of my view as I ate some really tasty momos at this square. Walked around a bit, got myself an ice cream before heading out of the capital and onwards up north. After spending the night at the side of the road, I took a walk through Vidin. It is the biggest town in northwestern Bulgaria and it is the administrative head of Vidin province. I was just killing some time and waiting for my host to reply. Okay, I have arrived in the middle of nowhere. I met the guy at the square and he brought me to this place. This is my house. First task already assigned. Bathroom. Oh, dear me. I will be sleeping here, so we just pull this bed from the other room. And first task is take off the spiders and the cobwebs from everywhere. And there's another Scottish girl that is coming in 45 minutes. I'm guessing she's gonna go in here. And that's that. Yes. Dinner we have at 7:30 down the road in some small place. It was called a shop and we had all our meals there. It was just one of the numerous buildings my hosts owned. Vrav is one of the poorest areas in Bulgaria, making it one of the poorest in the entire European Union. Other than two small shops, a church, a school, and a big abandoned square, the village didn't have much else. Owning houses in such an area comes with a lot of work. And that's where we volunteers come in. They didn't hire professional help because the help is not professional and they charge too much. So, first day there, we got on to the winemaking process, which started out with cleaning the wine barrels. Then we plucked the ripe grapes from his multiple garden vineyards before mulching them in this machine.
So this, it rotates and remove the grapes from the leaves and stalk and whatever, sticks. The grapes to the end where there is a propel, which smashes them, but also gives so much power that it throws out.
Here.
Yeah. And here we are connecting.
With your must in the barrel, you check the sugar levels and then you let it ferment. Work wasn't always so exciting. Sometimes you just clean up or trim some trees or do some weeding. Although I sat at the back most of the times, I did once get to drive the 1957 Mercy Ferguson.
So this one to take all the spider shit, and this one to the floor sweep the floor. We need to take this out.
That wasn't the only thing that needed moving. We moved a lot of things from A to B. That was quite a common job. You can't expect not to chop firewood in the fall. And there was quite a bit of wood to chop. At least chopping was better than sorting and collecting it. When you have so many houses and you believe in recycling stuff, things start to pile up. Most of their places looked like this.
We have constructed this inspired from something we saw in Serbia.
From transplanting trees to piling bricks, there was always some work around. And to tell you the truth, I looked forward to my days off. It is Thursday, the 19th of September, and drove 80 kilometers away to Belogradchik Fortress. Gonna be visiting here, this fortress, the rock formations, and then the town. Beautiful. This looks so amazing. These rocks just come out from the forest, from these amazing formations. The formation of the rocks started about 230 million years ago. At one point, this whole area was even the floor of a shallow sea. Nothing much really in the town. I did get to grab some lunch, some local lunch, which I later got to know was pork belly soup. Just coming to check some nearby cave out. I don't want to go back to Vrav because there's nothing to do. Some sort of excavation site. It got too dark, I'm heading out. It's a nice sunny Saturday and there is some culinary festival competition here. So all the Omas cook some food and somehow they judge it. And let's see what the evening holds. Kind of have to fight.
But the company.
In villages like these, time passes by very slowly. Most of the time I was on my own, and that's okay. It gave me a lot of time to think. Probably too much. That's Romania on the other side. And that's where I'm heading. It is the 24th today and I'm crossing the bridge here over the Danube, heading into Romania to my new host's place. A quick stop in Craiova, my first city in Romania. It is the largest city in the southwest of Romania. Nice little town. You could definitely see the Roman influence on Romania. I arrived here in this small Romanian village to this very strange household. These two volunteers on the left departed after the first night, and since I am just staying for such a short time, it's hard to create a storyline, let alone decide to film. So I hope these clips along with my commentary will give you a rough idea of how it was. I would cook a big lunch for everyone in the afternoon with whatever I could find in the house. There wasn't much because the man was a vegan and the mom was 23 with ADHD, and let's just say we were buying a lot of things on our own. Dinners were pretty much everyone to themselves. Sometimes we'd eat together and sometimes we'd just eat whenever and whatever. This was my room where I spent a lot of time on my computer or doing my daily yoga course or reading because it was the only place where I had my privacy. This was the bathroom where 5 people were sharing. Super dirty, of course, but like the rest of the house, really. We did manage once or twice to get around for some communal time, which was nice. 9. There was a nice stream nearby. I even went for a run and a dip once. Horse carriages passed by the house often enough. I guess it's a Romanian thing. I did get some work done. like creating this fireplace or helping the other volunteer with his carpentry. Babysitting was easy, taking him for a walk easier, but changing his diaper was definitely the most challenging for me, even though it was just pee-pee. It's the 30th today. I was supposed to stay here till the 3rd. Yes. Let's see if I stay till the 3rd, if I leave earlier, or if I am gonna stay longer because it's quite hard finding hosts. You shall see. Stay tuned.
Input center. If you want to just add to your. This looks great.
And then hay and mud. But this is a very interesting construction that you actually used it to make the ceiling here.
So in a house like this, when it's winter and it's chill, what would people's methods be to keep warm? Like, do you have a fire?
They will burn wood or coal. Yeah. Electricity is too expensive.
Wow, we're having a cheesy burger in Negotin, Serbia. It is Saturday the 28th. Yeah, I'm in Bucharest. I drove 2 hours here to meet a next host. It worked out well. She's got a lot of dogs, so she breeds dogs. And yes, I'm gonna check out Bucharest now because the house I'm at is not working out. I mean, it's nice but for a limited time.